Here we are back with SpaceCorp 2025 to 2069, the Mariners era. I was going to do a full playthrough and I played as far as the second era, the Planeteers, yesterday, and it was quite an interesting game. I learned loads of things. And I also learned that this game is fully modularized. So basically you can stop between eras, just take a snapshot of where you're at and then just pack it all up and then go to the next era whenever you like. So we are going to do this tonight. So first of all, we're going to play the Mariners, and this time around I'm actually using the right business display because for some reason in my second video I used the 4-player business display, which is actually a little bit easier in solo play because you have less to do, so that's not good. And I also was wondering, as you may have heard me say in the video, what happens if the competition accidentally, so to speak, fulfills a contract. So they created their first base on Mars, and I played it that they would gain that contract, and apparently somebody left a message saying that this is correct, this is how you play it. So going forward we will look out if they complete any other of these contracts. You know that one of the objectives that they tell you should go for is the first beyond, and I can actually attest to this. If you have the first beyond marker, or if you don't have it rather, in the second era you will have big problems. And also with regard to the genetics breakthrough or adaptation, if you get to level 2 in the first era, you gain quite a nice benefit at the beginning. Maybe not as strong as the first beyond, but the first beyond is definitely one you need. So let's just open up the display and let's get the party started. The competition will put something on Solar LP2, which is this one up here. And somebody was wondering, they left a message or a note under my video asking what the title music was. But now the comment is gone and I don't know where it went, if they deleted it. But if you're interested, it is from Battlestar Galactica, the new series, and the tune is called, or the name of the song is the Pegasus. So let's do a research action and draw 2 cards, and we're going to get a move and these 2. Going to refresh the offer, and the competition will do 1 discovery, which they can't, and put dips on contract 6. And we are going to go to Lunar Lagrange point 5, so 2, 3. And we're going to draw a card. Oh yeah, I was supposed to draw a card at the end of the last turn, yeah. See, you really have to pay attention. Lunar LP4. We are going to build, and we are going to build a spaceport. We're going to do a free troop transport, as it were, a team transport, and we're going to draw a card. And the competition is going to take offers 2 and 4, and will be gaining 1 profit for this. We will be just checking on the cat. We will be moving on to Luna, should we be moving on? We will be moving on to Luna, actually. And this requires 1 point to lift off and 1 point to land, and the spaceport gives us exactly those 2 points, so we don't need to play any cards for this. We have to replenish the offer. And we're going to draw a card. And next up is the competition offers 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Let's see if they get any. No. But now we're beginning to get good cards. We are going to do some exploration. And we get abundant ores. We draw a card. Nice. The competition will go to Solar LP5, which is over here. Going to deploy a team there. We are going to build for free, because building a base on Luna is usually a cost of 2, but the abundant ores reduce this by 2, so we're going to build a refinery. Which means we now have a production of 1 for this one. And we're going to draw 1 card. And the competition is going to take offers 1, 3, and 4. And they're going to gain 2 profit for this. They're now at a profit level of 5. And we draw 3 cards. 1. Aha, here we've got an edge card, and when they get the edge card, it's salvage. What happens is the competition gains 1 profit and discards all start cards from the offering. There's only 1 left, which is not too bad actually. So we replenish this one, and that's all there is to it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to start getting contracts. We're going to play the produce card, which allows us to perform a produce action. So we get 1 profit because this has a production value of 0, but since we put a refinery on it, it gives us a 1. And then we also have fulfilled the first production or produce action of the game, so we get 2 more and we fulfill contract number 1. We have 4 cards, so we get to draw 1 more, and now it's the competition's turn. Offers 2, 3, and 4, and they gain 1 profit for this, and we replenish the offering. Let's see if we would like to sabotage. Allows us to. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do an upgrade, and we're going to play sabotage, which allows us to remove a team, and then we're going to draw a card. Now it's the competition's turn again, and they go to Luna, which they can't because we own Luna already, so we draw another card, and this time they're going to go to Halley's Comet. So what we're going to do is we are going to launch ourselves into space, lift off for 2, lift off for 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 movements to get to Solar Lagrange point 2. 1, 2, 3. We have moved 3, not a problem. So we don't even have to do anything there. And that's all we're going to do. We draw a card, and it's now the competition, and the competition is going to go to Luna LP4. Oh, actually they're already there, so they're going to build a base. And it's a secure base, so we can't choose this one. It's a research base. So let's see, when they place a research base, if you have more profit than the competition, they gain 1 profit. No, that's not the case. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to we're not going to do anything. We are going to... Heck, what does heck do? Yeah, we are going to do a research action because we only have 5 cards. We're going to take these 2 cards, replenish the offer, and then the competition is going to take offers 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Replenish and replenish. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to build a Lagrange point here. On this Lagrange point here, we're going to build a spaceport. And that's all we're going to do. And the competition is going to go to Phobos. Then we are going to launch ourselves into space for 1, cover the distance to here for 3, it's 4 in total, another 2 is 6, and go to the first beyond is 7. We have 4 move in our HQ. That's 5. Sorry, that was 1, 4, 6, 7. We get 2 from the spaceport, and we have 4 here, plus 1 is 5. So that's all there is to it. Here we are. We claim the first beyond, which I can reassure you is actually really important. Next up, and we're going to are we going to move? No, we're not. Sorry, that was the wrong card. Solar LP1 is over here. We're going to do a research action because we only have 5 cards, so we're allowed to. We're going to take these 2 cards, replenish the offering, and Lunar or Solar LP2. They can't, so both of these are already claimed. So they're going to take offers 2 and 3. Okay, so we are going to move here 2, plenty. Okay. That's all we're going to do, and the competition is going to go to Lunar LP5, which they can't because it's ours, or Solar LP1, where they're going to produce or build it's a shield factory. That's not for this era. It's biology. When they place biology, a biolab, nothing happens because it's a Lagrange point. Okay, we're going to build. And we are going to build a research facility. And this allows us to claim a card from the offering. Okay. And what are we going to do? We're going to go to Deimos. Okay. We're going to put this into the HQ. And our competition is going to go to Lunar LP4. which they can't, or Lunar LP5, which they can't do either, so we need to draw another card, and it's going to be 1 discovery and contract 5. So here we have to take the this one because it's got the highest ID, so that's an E1, and contract 5. Okay. So we are going to 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. We're going to move. No, first we're going to upgrade our HQ one more time, and we're going to claim the contract number 6, which gives us 2. And we're going to draw a card. And next up is our competition, and our competition is going to take offers 1, 2, and 4. And we're going to replenish those with an intercept, and when they get it, the competition takes another turn after this one. Okay, it's not good. And in this one they go to North Mars. We're not terribly annoyed by this. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do my free upgrade. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to play this card, a near space probe, and we're going to do an immediate exomicrobes. On this one we draw 1 card, and what are we going to do? Sisyphus or Halley's Comet? Sisyphus is first, so that's where they're going to go. We're going to launch ourselves into space. 1, 4, 6. -2 is 4. We have 5 move in the offering, so here we are. And that's all we're going to do. Let's see what the competition gets. They get Sisyphus. And yeah, they can have Sisyphus. I don't really care. So we're now going to build. Well, actually, what we will do is we will do research, and we're going to take these 2 cards and replenish the offering. Now we're going to do the competitions move, and it's Lunar LP5 or Lunar LP4, so nothing happens. South Mars or North Mars, they get to do some exploring. We are now going to build 2, 3, 5, 7. That's enough. We're going to build a let me check. Yeah, we're going to build a biolab, which allows us to advance our genetics 1. And then we're going to draw a card. And next up is the competition. 1 discovery and contract 1. They're going to get 1 discovery. It's 8, which is an E1. Okay, but we got the first base on Mars last time, which I forgot to give myself credit for, so we're going to do this now. So we get 3. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a research action, and we're going to take the intercept card And are we going to take the poach card? Well, I don't know. No, I'm actually going to take this card. And you might be wondering, why am I not taking this genetics card, although the genetics part is so important because I've already progressed once and I have the other genetics card. So Deimos or Phobos. Actually, we're going to play the hack. So this one gets discarded and they draw another one. One discovery and one contract. And that would be contract 6, which we've already claimed. So we're now going to play the intercept card, which allows us to take 2 consecutive turns, which is what we're going to do. And on our first turn, we are going to play the genetics card to advance the progress wheel by 1. We're going to do the free move at the end of our turn. And we are then going to take our second turn, lift off, 1, 2, 3, so that's 4 in total, 2 from here, and here we are. And now let's start, sorry, where am I going? We want to go here. And let's start counting. Okay, and that's us. So next up is the competition. And the competition takes offers 3 and 4 and gains 2 for this. We now have one more turn on which we can take an action, and we are going to take the action to build. 1 and 1, we're going to build a base here. So we fulfill one more contract, and that is that we have 4 Lagrange bases. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gives us 3. So now we are at the end of the era. And now this is where this whole idea of saving the game comes into play. At the moment, the competition as it, and I'm just going to take some notes. The competition is at 16. We are at 11 profit. We have the first beyond. We have 2 genetics markers and contracts 1. Contracts fulfilled for this era are 1, 2, 4, and 6. Because these don't get reset, you then move on to the next era and these stay in place. We are going to save a biolab. We're going to take a biolab with 1 production on exomicrobes. This is the production base that we're going to keep. And that is the end of this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack everything up. And again, you will see that the teardown is really quick. we leave all of this, because they will come back in the next round. SpaceCorp, refinery, this one goes away. SpaceCorp, and that's really all there is to it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over, because this now turns into the adaptation. Display. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to take all of the starter cards from the second era, put them into a pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So all of this gets shuffled, because this is now going to become our draw deck, because the competition is now going to draw from the second. They're from the third age. And I'm going to come back when I'm done. So, hello, and here we are back with the Planeteers, 2017 to 2149. I actually made a mistake. I forgot to award myself the contract for having advanced my genetics cube by 2 spaces, so I've rectified the situation so that we are now at 13 points for our profit, and of course also the 5th contract has been advanced. Now, this is the new board. Here we still have our inner solar system. Here we've got the asteroid belt. We've got Jupiter and his or its moons. We've got Saturn over here and its moons. We've got Uranus over here and its moons. We've got Neptune and Triton up here, and we've got Pluto. I still believe it's a planet. And Charon, and we've got the Oort cloud, which is the first beyond marker. In this game, you also have so-called breakthroughs and adaptations, which will give you special abilities, like making your exploration more powerful, movement more quick, helping you build. And we also have something new, and that is the radiation. So as of this area here, you will be getting radiation, and in order to and this radiation is basically influencing the way you do build and move actions. I'm just going to read from the book so that everybody is on the same page, as it were, no pun intended. Radiation. All regions beyond the asteroid belt on the Planeteers board and all regions on the Starfarers board have very high radiation. Your move and build actions taking place in such a radiation zone cost you profit if the action doesn't include radiation shielding. And so, for example, this card has a build value of 2 or a build value of 1 if you use the shield version. If you use the unshielded version, you lose profit because you kill people. But if you do use the shielded one, and even just one out of several cards that you might put towards a move or a build action, the action will be shielded. However, what you can also do is you can get an adaptation which is called radiation resistance, which allows you to prevent this from happening, from radiation from taking effect. Now, since we progressed our genetics twice in the last game, we get to pick one of the adaptations. And radiation cannot be picked because radiation actually requires at least one other adaptation. So I'm going to take the energy efficient build 3. This does not save us from radiation. It's just a normal build action, but it gives us build 3. So that's really good. So we're going to put this to one side. And what this means is if we get one more adaptation, we will pick the radiation one. With regard to the draw, the draw deck, again, you have the starter cards and you've got the starter cards here on top, and you get to draw 2 at the beginning of your game. Plus, we also had the first Beyond marker, and this allows us to put one of our teams. The teams would normally start here in our solar system, where everything is shielded, on Ceres, and we get the... and this is why this first Beyond marker is so powerful, because what we get is we get 1 exploration for free. Just going to take any one of these. Just going to place it here. We're going to turn it around in a second. So this is a very, very powerful thing, because you can build on your first turn, which is super. And also, if the competition wins the first marker, the first Beyond marker, they will get to take 3 consecutive turns without you being able to do anything. And that is going to really cripple you, because that is a very, very powerful thing to happen. If you can take 3 turns without us being able to do anything, you're really the first Beyond. So they've really thought about how this would work in a single player game, what would really cripple you, and you know, having to sit out 3 turns before you can even act is going to be crippling for anyone. So one of us is going to start in the inner solar system, and then we're going to turn over the Ceres one, and it is abundant ores, which is cool because it gives us production 1. And it reduces the cost of the Ceres base by 1 already. So now it is the competition, and it's going to take its first turn. And what is it going to do? Oops, that's a kitten. It's going to go to Ganymede. So I'm actually going to use the German pronunciations for these planets. Ganymede is over here. It's a Jupiter moon. So we're going to go there. Blip. And we are, of course, going to build on Ceres, and we have build 4, so we don't need to do anything because we've got the adaptation energy efficient building. And we have build 1 in our HQ anyway, so we only have to pay 2. And what we're going to do is we are going to build a refinery. So on a produce action, we would produce 2 here. And we're going to draw a card. And then the competition is going to act, and they're going to take offers 1 and 4. We're going to replenish those, and then what we're going to do is we are going to One, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go to Vesta for 2, which we can easily do, no problem here. We're going to draw a card. Next up is the competition, offers 2 and 3. We are going to do an exploration. Discard this tile, draw an... Oh, special discovery. Discard this tile, draw an E2 tile. Discard this tile, again, special discovery, draw an E3 tile. Woohoo! Aha! Exomicrobes. So first of all, we gain 2 profit. We also gain 1 genetics, which means we are now at the breakthrough or adapt step. So we get to draw 1 more card from that one. And we are going to draw radiation resistant. And we are also then going to claim a Planeteer contract, and that is the one that says 2 progress cards, and we're going to gain 3. 1, 2, 3 for this. And then we're going to draw 1 more card. And next up is the competition, and they're going to go to Pallas. So that's Pallas Athena, goddess of warfare, wisdom, and don't forget weaving. Where is Pallas? Where are you, darling? Titan, Rhea, Dione, Iapetus, Enceladus, Europa, Ganymede? Ah, Pallas, over here. Didn't realize she was an asteroid. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to build a... what are we going to build? We are going to build a biolab. And it's going to cost us 3 build. We don't need to worry about the shielding. And we're going to advance our genetics cube by 1. I'm also going to draw a card. And now we have a hostile microbes edge card, which does what exactly? Play at the start of your turn. Remove a competition team from a side containing a discovery tile with life. Woohoo! Okay, so let's see. Offers 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. We're going to move here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's all we're going to do. And next up is offers 3 and 4. Yeah, that was a start card. We didn't want that one. Anyway, start 3. Okay. We are going to do an explore step, and the exploration costs 1. And we get abundant ores. And that's all we're going to do. And then we're going to see what the competition does. They go to Yor. Where is Yor? Over here. And we are going to build build a spaceport. Building a base here has value 3. We have 4, no problem there. And then, yeah, that's all we're going to do. And what is our competition doing? They go to Callisto. They're visiting me. We're going to move to Pallas. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have move 5 easily. Blip. And then these ones are going to go to this spaceport over here. And that's all we're going to do. And we're going to go to Interamnia. which we're not, or we're going to go to Ceres, which we're also not, so that's a competition. Oberon. Oberon is over here, so we're there now on Uranus. We are going to do a explore action. Let's explore 1. And we get exotic elements. And we don't have to pay for this because we've got the explore over here. We've got to explore in the HQ. And what is the competition doing? They're going to go to Umbriel. We are going to build for 3 easily. And we are going to build a refinery. Oh, actually, we got 1 for this. We built a refinery. We have enough build for this. And now we can claim a contract because we have 4 asteroid bases. So we get 2 more. 1, 2. Brilliant. And then it's the competition. And they go to Ganymede. I think they are already there. So what they're going to do is they're going to draw a... Aha! Critical mission delay. Lose 2 profit. Discard this tile and draw another one. They don't lose profit. The competition never does, I'm told. So, so what I will do is I will just, draw another tile. Aha. Abundant ores and natural wonder. They get 2, so they're now at 20. This one goes away. Okay. Now, we are going to launch ourselves into space. We don't have to worry about any of this anymore. Let's see. We would like to go to Titania. So, to go from here, lift off 1, 2, 4, 10 in total. That's 10 movement. We have 5 there, so we need another 5. So we are going to play this card, which brings us to 9. But since we're launching from a spaceport, we can multiply this by 2. So we're now on Titania. And this goes away. These guys are going to move to this spaceport. Free movement. We have 4 cards. We get to draw 1. And now it's the competition, and they will go. Okay, this is now interesting. They can also draw from this, from the breakthrough. So they're going to get the breakthrough PN. That would be probe network. And they take, oh sorry, they have to take the one that has a monetary value on it. So they get 2. 1, 2. If available. If I took it, then that's it. Offers 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Okay, so let's see. We are going to do some exploration on Titan. Very nice. And we increase our genetics. But bases are now 2 plus 2, so we would have to have a build of 9 to build them. At the moment we're at build 4. Okay. Okay. Good. So now it's the competition, and the competition is going to go to Iapetus. We are going to, can we actually make this happen? We're going to do a research action for 2, and we are going to take this one and this one. Going to put this here. Okay. Good, good. Next up is the competition. The competition is going to go to Enceladus. We're going to switch this out and put it into the HQ, and then it's the competition, and they're going to Europa. We are going to launch ourselves into space. No, so first we're going to play this card. We're going to play a discovery tile, and we're going to place it here on Ariel. It's an alien artifact. We gain 2 and 1 revelation. Next up, how many cards do we have? We have 5. So next up is the competition, and they're going to go to Oberon, where they are. So they're going to make a discovery. Let's see what they discover. And they discover water. Nice. And they get 2 for this, and they're at 25. We still don't have enough to build. We're going to do a research action. We're going to draw these 2 cards. Now it's the competition again, and they're going to go to Pallas, where they already are. Where is Pallas again? No, Pallas is where we are. They're going to go to Hygeia, which they can do. It's fine. So now we're going to build over here, and we're going to build a if it's got water, I think it's good if we player may double their total build value. Okay. Yeah, we're going to build an industrial complex. So we have to pay 9 for this. We've got 6. And we're going to spend this, which brings it up to 9. Going to build an industrial complex. And then they're going to do something on Ariel. If they can. Yeah, they can go here. But that's actually not the preferred action, because we've already discovered this. So I believe. So yeah, we're going to draw new because Titania is ours. Anyway, offers 2, 3, 4. Edge. Hack. Discard all research cards from your hand and offer boxes to replenish empty offers. Okay, research cards. So you have to discard any we've got. There aren't any, so this one goes away. And then, okay. Okay. We are going to move here. And this one is going to move here. That's all we're going to do. Can we get rid of them? What was the hostile microbes again? Oh, only if there's life. There isn't. Okay. It's the competition, and what are they going to do? They're going to the lowest odd site and do something there. Okay, I have to look this one up. Lowest odd site. Site operations. Identify the eligible site with the ID number meeting the stated parameter and which is occupied by a competition team. Okay, so that's easy. The lowest odd site that they are on, that would be Umbriel. If you can't, okay, then we do what they do and they get a discovery. And it is abundant ores. We are going to build, and since we built this industrial complex with water, the build actions that we perform are now twice as powerful, are they not? Yeah. The active player may double their total build value when performing a build action. So we're going to build one here. And it's going to be a spaceport. And we have 6 builds, so that's going to bring it up to 12. And we now have not yet what we wanted, but that's fine. So now it's the competition. And they go to Titania, which they can't because it belongs to us, and Ariel belongs to us as well, so they can't do anything there. But they can't, nope. This one is also invalid. Highest even site that they're at. That 10 is even, 8 is even, 12, 20, that's Callisto. They're going to make a discovery on Callisto, and it is exotic microbes. Aha, they get 2. So what we're going to do now is, first, yes, we're going to play hostile microbes and we're going to remove them from here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to move here. No, first of all, we're going to claim the first beyond marker. And to get to Pluto, that's going to cost us 12, 18, 19. And we have 5 move. So we need 14 move. We have 5 here. That's 15. 19. Is this enough? 12. Yeah, but we're not landing. So that's even 11, 17, 18. Yeah, that's enough. We're going to claim the first beyond marker. And then we're going to draw a card. Ah, yeah, doesn't matter. And they're going to go to Dione. We're going to move here. And then we're going to draw a card, and now it's the competition. And the competition is going to go to Callisto again, where they already were. And now they get to build a base. And it is a refinery, which means that they get 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to build base -1. We have 6 build, however we even have the industrial complex with water, so this one goes away. We're going to build a refinery. And now we can claim a contract. We have 3 bases in regions beyond Jupiter. Now Jupiter is here. And although they are all in one region, that doesn't make any difference. It's 3. Or do we want to be... Or in... No, bases in 3 regions beyond Jupiter. Okay, so we need to still do 3 bases in 1 region. We've got 3 bases in 1 region. So we're going to claim this one, and we get 3. I knew that there was one we could claim. So here we are. And what are you? Okay. Next up is the competition. Offers 1, 3, and 4. 1. 3 and 4. We lose 1 profit. Okay. We are going to move we're actually going to upgrade this as infra, because that's a really nice one. So we're going to draw a card, and the competition is going to go to Iapetos, and they're going to make a discovery there. And what do they discover? They discover exomicrobes. We are going to put this in as an upgrade. And then we have non-start planeteer cards in 3 infra slots. We gain 2 and claim this contract, and we draw 1 more card. Next up is the competition, and they will build on your, or make a discovery at least on your. Let's see what they find. Exotic elements. They're now at 35. We're going to move over here. And to get from here to Saturn takes us to one of the Saturn moons, costs us 6. And we're actually going to go to Rhea. No, we're going to stay here. Okay, next up is the competition, and they will do work on Umbriel or Ariel, which they can't, so then they will go to Hygeia, and there they will make a discovery, and the discovery is a natural wonder. Nice. So they gain 2 for this. We, on the other hand, are going to build on Iapetus, And if we build there, they get a profit. And we built a biolab, and we advance our genetics marker by 1 as a result, which means we get to take an adaptation. Enviro tolerance, worth 1 colony point. Hybrids. Whenever you build a base on a primary tile, you may choose to place a second different base there. The 2 bases effects are cumulative. That sounds good. Yeah, we're going to take that adaptation. So now it's the competition again, and they're going to go to Charon. And that's up there. We are going to go to I believe we have fulfilled a contract because we have bases in, 3 regions beyond Jupiter. Okay, we're going to go to Neptune actually. To get from Saturn to Triton is 18. Movement. We have a movement of 6, 12, 17. That's not enough. We're going to go to Ariel. We have enough movement for this because to get to one of the Uranus moons we need 6, and we have a move of 6 exactly. That's all we're going to do, and the competition is going to go to Triton. That's where we're going, darling. To get from Ariel, from the Uranus moons to Triton is 12. We have a move of 6. And we can put this in here, which allows us, we can double this anyway, so here we are. And then the competition is going to take a breakthrough, and the breakthrough is EF, which is energy fields. So you take the one that gives money if it's available, and here it is. So they get 2. And they're going to take offers 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, they get an edge card. And the edge card says market influence. And market influence, play when you fulfill... No, the competition gains 2 profit. Okay. They're making a lot of headway at this stage. Okay, so now we're going to explore. And we get water, and the base is -3, which is cool. And then the competition. Oh, we have only 4 cards, which means we get to draw 1. Whoops, this one's set on Europa. Get to draw 1. Halley's Comet. Sorry, they get to draw 1, and it's A, an adaptation energy efficient. I've got this one, so... And they take offers 2 and 4. Okay, and okay. We are going to build on Triton, and we have build 6, -3, so we need another build. We're going to take this build here. And we're going to build, if it's water, we're going to build a research facility. And that means we can draw a card. We're going to take this card from the offer and replenish the offer. Okay, we have produced 3. We could produce at 3 sites. Okay, so next up is Rhea. Mother of Zeus. We are going to do a produce action. We can produce at 3 sites. This one gives us 3 produce. This one gives us 4 produce. Oh, actually we claimed a contract. We have, sorry, yeah, I was looking at this one then, I forgot. We have bases in 3 regions beyond Jupiter, which gives us 1, 2, 3, plus the 5 which we got because there were no 4 Lagrange bases. So now we can do the production. This gives us 2. No, this gives us 3. This one would give us 4, 5, 7. We get 7 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're now at 40 profit. And we get to draw a card, and it's the Space Corporation enemy, Rhea. They're gonna do a discovery step on Rhea, and they get pirates. When placed, each player with a team in this region, we don't have one, loses 1 F. Secure base only at this base, sat +2. Well, since they can't lose it, we will draw another one, and they get exotic elements, which is +2. Yes. What are we going to do? Genetics 1, genetics 1. We're going to play 2 genetics ones, and we're going to want to advance. Going to draw a card. Okay, nice. And they're gonna go to Triton, which they can't because that's where we are. They're gonna go to Pluto. Blip. We are going to play this card, and we're going to do a discovery tile draw on Titan, and we get an alien artifact, which gives us 2 revelation, 1, 2. Which means we can get a breakthrough. We're going to take... No, we need the jump drive first. Oh no, we're going to take the break. We're going to take the entangled transmitter. Immediately transfer one of your teams at Sol or at a star system to any empty star system. Yeah. And then we're going to draw a card. We have one more contract to go. And then the era ends. Pluto. E2. Whoops. Okay, we can do a couple of things now. We can... Okay, now this is where we have to ask ourselves the question, do we want to extend the game or do we want to end the game quickly? What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to do a research action. I'm going to take this genetics produce card and this fusion drive card. Now let's see, Hygeia or Enceladus, nothing happens. Ceres or Vesta, no. Can't, because he's already got it. Titania and Umbriel, no. Titan. Where is Titan? Yes, he could go there. So, I'm going to play this to get another genetics breakthrough, and we're going to take enviro tolerance and adaptation, which I don't know what it does, but it will probably come in handy in the next round, in the next era. I'm drawing a card. Intercept. Intercept lets me play 2 turns in one go. Ceres, nothing. Offers 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. 2, 3, and 4. Gains 1. Now let's see. If I go to Charon, or even if I go here, I could end the game. So what I could do is I could play intercept, which allows me to take 2 turns, 2 consecutive turns. On my first turn, I go to Charon for 18. I have move 6, 5, I've got 14, I've got 19 move, that's fine. And then I could build on my second move for 9. I've got 6, I've got enough to build, which would allow me to claim the 2 bases beyond Uranus, which gives me 3. And the era would be over. Or we don't do that. And let the era go on. Because he cannot end the era just now. We could do another produce step to gain more money. In between. Do we want to... No, let's not just end it just now. We're going to play this and we're going to do a produce step, and it's going to be taken here, which gives us a 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to draw another card, and then Hygea or Vesta. It's not happening. Vesta in Terramnia. It's also not happening. In Kelados. Yes, they make a discovery. E2. And they get 2 profit for this. Yeah. Oh, actually, I may have already taken that one. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I overlooked that I've already completed the 6th contract inadvertently. If you have bases on 4 sides containing water or life, you gain this contract. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, easily. So what we're going to do is, we're going to play this card, which gives us 2 profit, and then we're going to claim this, and since it starts from the very beginning, we get 5 for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're now at 50. And we have finished the era based on claiming 6 contracts. So what we now need to do is we need to basically take a snapshot again. And I have to read the rules. I believe I get to keep all of the advancements and the adaptations and the breakthroughs. I get to keep, I claimed the first beyond. The progress wheel stays as it is, and I keep everything in my HQ. And I suppose I also get to keep one of my legacy productions, in which case I would take this one. So as you can see, the game is very interesting, and now it becomes a little more strategic as well, because now we have to make a decision. Because look, we're nowhere near we've not even completely exhausted the deck. So it's now really interesting to make a decision. Do you want to end the era earlier? And I would have ended it if I'd looked. But it really plays a lot more strategically in the second era than it does in the first. So we'll see what happens when we go to the next level, which will be the staff eras. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.